Week 15, NFL Sunday preview, keys to the games. Right now, obviously, we had a couple good games on Saturday. Maybe not the first one, but yeah. That's all I got here, guys. Let's go. Week 15, NFL Sunday preview, keys to the game. Yep, here it is. And with that, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to NFL. Like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy. We've got the Week 15 NFL Sunday preview, keys to the game. Obviously, we look at it. There's 6 games in the Week 15 early regional and national window. Obviously, with there being 2 national games as usual. 2 games in the Week 15 late regional window. Then of course Week 15 late national window. We've got 2 games, and then Sunday Night Football, obviously. But look at the AFC, Bills are in the number 1 seed at 10-3, of course. Well, they're not 10-3. Well, they're going to be, well, for you guys, they're either 10-3 or 10-4 or 11-4. That's all I got there, though, because it's a Saturday for me. Eagles, of course, 12-1, Chiefs, 10-3. 2 seeds in the Vikings, who are actually playing right now. They're actually, for me, they're trailing by 15. But they have momentum. Colts probably are going to win that, though. Ravens, 9-4. 49ers, 10-4. Titans, 7-6. Bucs, 6-7. Wild cards, you get the Bengals, Dolphins, and Patriots in the AFC. NFC, you got the Commanders, Giants. Of course, we'll get to that game later. And Cowboys. Cowboys, they're going to make the playoffs. They're going to laugh at that 5 seed probably. As well, teams that are on the hunt, Chargers, Seahawks, Jets, Lions, Jags, Packers. And as well, looking at the pregame shows, so that other pregame show started at 9 on CBS Sports Network. That's probably the worst one, but it's there. NFL Game Day Morning started at 9 on NFL Network. NFL Sunday Countdown starts right now on ESPN. Fantasy Football Now for all you fantasy experts, 11-1 on ESPN2. Fox NFL Sunday, 12-1 on Fox. There's no Fox NFL kickoff this week. Maybe it's on MS1 check there, but probably not because of the World Cup. And then the NFL Today, as usual, 12 Eastern on CBS. That's all I got for you guys, at least for the pregame shows. Hope you guys enjoyed the previews. Let's get to the first game, Steelers-Panthers. Here's the preview for that one. And starting the keys to the game preview, Week 15. Obviously, the first game we're doing, Steelers are heading to Carolina today. Both teams scores 5 and 8. Panthers should, they want to win this game for sure. But the game's at 1 o'clock on CBS. Paramount Plus, NFL Plus are your streaming services for this game. Announcing the game will be Greg Gumbel, Adam Archuleta, AJ Ross. Of course, it is a B game, so we'll see what the coverage map looks like. And it is in what is called green. It's going to middle of the East Coast, going down the southeast part of the country, and you got some small part of Louisiana and parts of other states surrounding Louisiana. That's all I got for you guys there. Obviously, Steelers, Panthers, 1 o'clock CBS, NFL Plus, and Paramount Plus are streaming services for this one. Let's get right to the Steelers' projected starting lineup. And for Pittsburgh, Kenny Pickett, it's doubtful, so Mitch Trubisky probably will start. Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, Benny Snell in the backfield. Benny Snell Jr. to be exact. Jeremy McNichols is on IR. Anthony Miller, Calvin Austin III, all on IR. Receiver, Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, Stephen Sims there. Pat Frymuth, the tight end, Derek Watt, fullback, Denmore Jr., Kevin Dotson, Mason Cole, James Daniels, and Shmuel Okafor across the offensive line. Deontay Johnson still does not have a touchdown, even though he's, still having a good season. Yeah, maybe not the most productive, but he's still their leading receiver for sure. Defensively now, Larry Ogunjobi, Chris Wormley's on IR, Montravius Adams, Connor Hayward there as well. I've got Cameron Hayward. TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, Jameer Jones, Malik Reed off the edge, with Miles Jack being questionable, Marcus Allen, probably Robert Spillane, and Devin Bush obviously there. James Pierre, Arthur Rowell, William Jackson III is on IR, Cameron Sutton, Levi Wallace, Ekel Witherspoon's on IR, Terrell Edmonds, Carlos Joseph is on IR, Minka Fitzpatrick, and Carlin Spatel is on IR. Chris Boswell is their kicker, Presley Harvin III is their punter, Steven Sims is their returner, and Christian Kunz is their long. And for the Panthers, Sam Darnold, quarterback, P.J. Walker's out as his backup. Matt Corral's on IR. Dante Foreman, Chuba Hubbard in the backfield. DJ Moore is questionable. Shai Smith, Terrace Marshall Jr., Laviska Shenault Jr. is questionable. Andre Roberts is on IR, so we probably will see Rashard Higgins in this game. Ian Thomas and Tommy Tremble at tight end. Giovanni Ricci is a fullback. Ikem Mukwada. Brady Christensen, Bradley Bozeman, Austin Corbett, Taylor Moore across the offensive line. Pat Elflein is on IR. Brian Burns, Yajiro Montes, Henry Anderson, Marquise Haynes Sr. off the edge with Derek Bradian. Matt Ioannidis at the defensive tackle spots. Shaq Thompson, Damian Wilson, Franklin LaVue is there, and Brandon Smith is out. C.J. Anderson, Dodger Jackson is on IR. J.C. Horn, T.J. Carey, Keith Taylor Jr., Stanley Thomas Oliver, third is on IR. Xavier Woods questionable. Justin Burris is his backup. Jeremy Chin is there at full free safety. Eddie Pinheiro, kickers, and Gonzalez is on IR. Johnny Hacker at punter. Shai Smith, and Rasheed Blackshear. Andre Roberts still on IR. Laviska Shenault is questionable, but I do think Andre Roberts, I thought he's coming back. I don't know for sure though. And what is it called? J.J. Jansen is their long snapper. That's all I got for you guys here. Let's get right to the keys to the game. And for Pittsburgh's offense, one or less turnovers. They do not want to turn over the football for sure in this one, just because offensively, defensively, take a lot of stress off them, and it's just they can't turn over the football. 150 plus total rushing yards. Got to get that rushing game going. If it's not efficient, I don't really care. Just got to be good. Well, Mitch Trubisky under 30 pass attempts, but because Kenny Pickett probably won't play. But if Kenny Pickett does play, yeah, I want to see him throw up 30 plus times. And Deontay Johnson needs to get the ball in the red zone. They won't win this game unless he doesn't have a touchdown. I'm like going to guarantee that. If I'm wrong, I guess I'm wrong. No 10-yard rushers allowed defensively, though. They cannot give up those 10-yard runs. That would be killer for them. T.J. Watt and Alex Highsmith, 5 plus total sacks. They're going to have to get after Sam Darnold for sure in this one. Now let's get over the Panthers. And for Carolina, Sam Darnold has to have 220 plus total yards. If he has 200 rushing yards and only 20 passing yards, I guess he hit the goal. No turnovers as well. That worked out really well for them last week. And Rasheed Blackshear, 5 plus outside run, zone stretch runs. He is really, really just a downhill back. And those type of runs will really get him going. Yeah, you say, oh yeah, it's lateral. He'll get going either way. Get him in space. He'll do some really good things there. Defensively, though, for the Panthers, I think it's pretty simple. They've got to force Kenny. Oh God, Justin Jefferson just got hurt in the game. Sorry, I'm just gonna say that because like I hope he's he looks okay, but that yeah whatever. Kenny Pickett to be placed, force him to his left side and make him throw it back over the middle by leaving a crease. Their German scramble drill. That's for Mitch Trubisky as well. Both their quarterbacks are absolutely horrible throwing across their body to the left. They're just really bad at it for some reason. Kenny Pickett more likely just because again he's like kind of like has small hands. And Mitch Trubisky is just not that good. He's like a decent backup, I guess. That's all I got for the Panthers, though. Let's get right to the next game. Chiefs Texans. Here's a preview for this one. It'll be almost as short as last week's for the Texans. And for Houston, the Texans, I guess they're 1-11-1. They're really bad. Chiefs, they should win this game for sure. I would not be surprised if it's close, though, because, I mean, the Texans, they went into Dallas last week and made that close. Chiefs still 10-3, coming off a very, shaky win against the Broncos, but they still came through. Looking to play a lot more, less, wild last week. I'll just say this. Game at 1 o'clock on CBS, NFL Plus, Paramount Plus, or streaming services. This game is a C game, I think. I don't know for sure, though. Like, never. Kevin Harlan, Green Melly Collins will call, so it is a B game, even though, like, this is kind of a C game. It's in blue, the whole west coast of the country. You just cut this here, it's basically the whole west coast. It's just everything west to the east. A lot of the world is getting this country. A lot of the country's getting this game. Probably because of the Chiefs. Whatever. That's all I got here, guys. Let's go right to the Chiefs projected starting lineup. For the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, quarterback, Isaac Pacheco, Jerick McKinnon, Ronald Jones, and backfield, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on IR, Justin Ross, and McCall Hardman, both receiver on IR. Juju, MVS, Kadarius Toney's questionable, Justin Watson behind him, Travis Kelce, Noah McRae, tight end, Blake Bell's on IR, Michael Burnham, fullback, Orlando Brown Jr., Joe Tooney, Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith, and Andrew Wiley across the offensive line. George Kulovis, Kalen Saunders, maybe Derek Downey will start with Chris Jones being questionable, Frank Clark also off the edge. Jason Warren is on IR, Carlos Dunlap, Mike Dana also healthy. Willie Gay, Nick Bolton, Carlos Dunlap, linebacker Leo Chanel rotating there as well. Trent McDuffie, Justin Reed, Jawan Thornhill, Jerry C, Joshua Williams, Jalen Watson, all in the secondary. With Harrison Butker, the kicker, being there as well. Tommy Townsend is their punter. Kadarius Toney's questionable punter turner. Justin Watson will do that if he can't. Isaac Pacheco is their kicker turner, and James Winchester is their long snapper with McCall Hardman on IR. For the Texans, Davis Mills will start. Damian Pierce is out. Rex Burkhead, Darrell Gamboa in the backfield, though. Darius Anderson's on IR. Brandon Cook, Nico Collins with our guys. Brandon Cook's out just for fantasy, but full Dorsey out. Mark Rodgers, Chris Moore there. Of course, John Mechie. The third is on PUP list. Jordan Akins, OJ Howard, a tight end. Brevin Jordan, Which there as well. For Harrison, a fullback. Larry Tunsil's healthy. Kenyon Green is out, though. Justin McRae is questionable. I don't know. Maybe Justin Britt's out as well. Jimmy Morrissey might have to start. Scott Cosmere, Ducon, and Titus Howard there as well. Obadiah Okoronkwo, Jerry Hughes, Mario Addison, Rasheed Green off the edge, Jonathan Grenard, and Derek Rivers will on IR. Taylor Stallworth is out. Malik Reed, Malik Collins, and Roy Lopez off the edge. Christian Kirksey, Harris, and Jalen Reeves may have been out linebacker with Kevin Pierre-Louis on IR. Steven Nelson and Derek Seeley Jr., the top two corners are both out. Tavier Thomas, Tremont Smith, Kobe Francis, and Desmond King the second will be the secondary. Graylin Arnold is on IR. Jonathan Owen, Jalen Petrie, both at safety with Kyrie Fairbairn at kicker. Johnson at punter, Desmond King the second at returner, and John Weeks is your long snapper. For the Chiefs, 30-plus points in the first half, and Patrick Mahomes can get home early to watch the Bengals own Tom Brady. I mean, that would be really cool if that could happen. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, if he takes a fighter jet, like, that would be really cool. But yeah, the whole goal is to get Patrick home in time to watch Tom Brady get owned, because again, he doesn't really like Tom Brady. So this defense, just don't give Dameon Pierce a ton of space, and he'll be fine. Well, he's not playing, so I think they should be okay. And now for Houston, 200-plus rushing yards, which I would be perplexed if that happened. Davis Mills, 400-plus passing yards, and 5-plus total touchdowns. Now, that would be virtually impossible, but I mean, Brett Rippon kind of torched the Chiefs last week, so you never know. Texas defense, let the Chiefs throw wherever but deep. Yeah, literally let them throw into the stands. I don't really care. Let Patrick Mahomes throw it at his girlfriend or his wife, whoever that kid is. Brittany Matthews for being so annoying. But, yeah, but just don't let them throw deep, and I think he'll be okay. Let's get to the Eagles and Bears now. And from Chicago today, the Eagles at 12-1 will look to win. What is it now? Their 5th in a row against the Bears, who are 3-10 and have lost 8 out of their last 9, coming off their bye with Justin Fields. Yeah, they're 3-10. They have the worst record in the NFC. They're really bad. But yeah, the Eagles, if they lose this, this is just a game they're not gonna lose. So if they can get to 13-1, they beat the Cowboys in Dallas. They will probably, Jalen Hurts can just sit on the couch for the last 2 weeks of the regular season. But yeah, games at 1 o'clock on Fox. Fox Sports app, NFL Plus, or streaming services for this game. Announcing it will be Joe Davis, Darryl Johnson, Pam Oliver. Because it's their second team, I guess this game might be good. ESPN Radio will have Steve Levy and Mike Tannenbaum on the call. And we're looking at the coverage map. It is in blue. Northwest, North Midwest, and basically just Philadelphia, and getting a little into Virginia and Maryland. That's all I got there, guys. Obviously, hope you guys enjoy the game. Let's get right to the Eagles' projected starting lineup. And for Philly, Jalen Hurts, quarterback, Gardner Minshew, his backup, Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, kind of getting one in the backfield. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Quez Watkins, a receiver. Jack Stoll, at tight end, Dallas Goedert on IR. Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson, Jason Kelsey there. Brett Todd's still out. Isaac Salomalo and Lane Johnson also there. Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargrave, Josh Sweat, Robert Quinn is on IR. Janarius Robinson also there. Derek Burnett and Marlon Taputu is on IR. Kaiser White, TJ Edwards, and Hassan Reddick across the linebacking core. James Bradbury, Avonte Maddox, Darius Slay, and Zach McPherson. Mark Zeb is there. Reed Blankenship is out. Kevin Wallace will start with CJ Gardner-Johnson on IR. Jake Elliott is their kicker. Aaron Sipp is their punter is on IR, so we'll figure it out what that counts there. Brendan Coffey is their returner, and Rick Lovato is their long snapper. And for the best, Justin Fields at quarterback, David Montgomery, Darrington Evans, and Trevor Siemian, and Khalil Herbert are both on IR. You got Chase Claypool out, so I couldn't receive Brown, Dante Pettis, Byron Pringle, and Dealis Jones Jr. Receiver N'Keal Harry is questionable. And Simba Webster, I don't know, maybe he'll get a snap, probably not though. Darnell Mooney's on IR. Cole Kmet at tight end. Trayvon Wesco is out. Ryan Griffin will be his backup. Kyrie Blasingame is at fullback. Braxton Jones is the left tackle. Larry Borum is doubtful. Of course, the depth guy there. Cody Whiter is now healthy though. Sam Mustapher at center with Lucas Patrick and Doug Kramer both being on IR. Right guard, you have Tevin Jenkins, Dakota Dozier's on IR. Riley Reef also their right tackle. Alquan Mammoth, Dominique Robinson, Taco Charlton, Travis Gibson off the edge, Mike Pennell Jr. and Justin Jones at defensive tackle. Matthew Adams, Jack Sanborn, and Nicholas Moreau at linebacker, with Javon White being on IR, and Jalen Johnson, Jalen Jones. Kyler Gordon, Josh Blackwell, I think, in the secondary. Kendall Villador is questionable. Dane Crushing and Eddie Jackson both on IR. Jaquan Brisker, DeAndre Houston Carson at safety, with Kerry Santos at kicker. Trent Gill is your punter. Velus Jones Jr.'s returner, and Patrick Scales is your long snapper, with Khalil Herbert on IR. For Philly's offense, Jalen Hurts 6+ 30 to 40 yard crossing pattern attempts. This secondary is absolutely awful for the Bears. I think he can do that. 150+ rushing yards in the first half, which is absolutely insane, but it can definitely happen. And don't get beat to the edge. Don't let Jack Sanborn beat you there. Yeah, he's a football player, but that's literally what he is, just a football player. Defensively now, continue having Fletcher Cox play 3-tech and Brandon Graham playing 4-wide to limit the ability of an explosive run play, which is what they've been able to do, and it's been working really well. Time for the Bears. And for Chicago, I really want to see one thing. Justin Fields has played the big game of the year, because there's really no other way they're going to win this game. 550+ total yards, which is absolutely, astronomically crazy, but it could happen. Under 2 turnovers. If he's going to play his best game of his career, he's going to probably throw the football at least once. That's why I keep it under 2. 6 plus total touchdowns, which is actually outrageous. Who knows what could happen. And 3 plus touchdowns in the fourth quarter. He's going to have to play his butt out in the fourth quarter if they have, again, want to have a shot at winning this. But the 4 or 5 really total yards should keep him in it. It's not going to happen, but maybe it will. Bears defense don't give 700 total yards. They will. And under 10 minutes possession, which is just not going to happen because I don't know a team that has ever done that. I'm not even kidding. Okay, Falcons and Saints. Here's the preview for this one. And from New Orleans today, the Saints at 4-9 under Andy Dalton. Yeah, it's pretty awful there. They're hosting the Falcons at 5-8. Falcons will need to win out and get some help to get into the playoffs. They won't, though. This is just a game where really the only storyline is Desmond Ridder is making his debut. Game's at 1 o'clock on Fox. Fox Sports app, NFL Plus, are streaming services for this game. I think it's a C game, and Mike Kenny Albert, right? Adam Mean, Mark Sellers, Christina Pink for Desmond Ridder's debut. So it will be a B game, which means it's in yellow. It's just going down the bayou, as they say. That's really all I got for this game. It's pretty much gonna be an awful boring game. Who knows though? Remember last year? If you didn't remember last year, last year, this game was insane. 27-25 win for the Falcons. That's all I got there, guys. Let's get right to the Falcons projected starting lineup. And for the Falcons, Desmond Ridder will start. Marcus Mariota is on IR. He's done for the rest of the season. It will be Desmond Ridder's team. But if he sucks, Logan inside and Felipe Franks will probably split snaps. Of course, Cordell Patterson, Tyler Algier, both in the backfield. Drake London, all-mates kids, Demir Burner, receiver. Jarrett Benhart is on IR. Parker Hesse and Michael Pruitt at tight end. Keith Smith is at fullback. With Jake Matthews, Elijah Wilkinson, Drew Dahlman, Chris Lindstrom, Mikhail McGarrett across the offensive line. Chuma Adoga is out. Matt Hennessy is on IR. Defensive line, Matt Dickerson. Taquan Graham is on IR. Abdul Anderson and Grady Jarrett there. Vince Taylor is on IR. On a Kunbo, Ogundenji, Arnold Ibikidi, D'Angelo Malone, Lorenzo Carter, Michael Walker, and Rashawn Evans at middle linebacker, and of course AJ Terrell, Rashad Fenton, Isaiah Oliver, Jalen Hawkins, and Andrew G. Grant in the secondary with Casey Hayward on IR. Yoku is their kicker, their punter is Bradley Pinion. Avery Williams is the returner. Liam McCullough is their long snapper. Bew Brinkley is on IR. And for the Saints, Andy Dalton at quarterback, Alvin Kamara, David Johnson, and Benjamin in the backfield. Dwayne Washington is questionable. Chris Olave, Travis Landry, Rashid Shaheed at receiver with Michael Thomas and Deontay Hardy both being on IR. Jawan Johnson's questionable. Same thing with Adam Trotman. Taysom Hill will be their starting center. Tight end if those guys can't go. One of them probably will be able to though. Adam Prentice is at fullback. James Hurst, Anderson Pete, Cesar Ruiz, Cameron Throckmorton, Ryan Ramchick across the line, Eric Coy, Ethan Greenidge on IR. What is it called? We got Cameron Jordan, Marcus Davenport, Carl Granderson, Taylor Katzman off the edge with Shai Tuttle, David Onyemata at defense tackle, Albert Huggins is on IR. Peyton Turner is also questionable. Pete Warner is questionable at linebacker with Andrew Howell will be there as well. Chase Hansen, DeMarco Jackson both on IR. Mario Davis, Caden Ellis both healthy. Zach Bond is out. Paulson Demo, Bradley Roby, Taylor's Isaac Adam in the secondary. Marshall Lattimer's questionable. Marcus May though, Tyron Rathie both healthy. PG Williams out. JG Gray is questionable. Smoke Monday's on IR. Your kickers, Will Lutz. Your punter is Blake Gillikin. Rashid Shaheed is your returner, and Zach Wood is your long snapper with Deontay Hardy also on IR. And for this Atlanta offense, run the ball 35 plus times. They're going to have to run the ball a lot. Not just because I just don't think this game will be close as they don't, which, what? People are thinking, like, what the heck? Yeah, that's what's going to happen. 5 plus with Desmond Ridder, see if he can run the ball as well. And absolutely 10 plus yard, and absolutely no 10 plus yard third downs. They will go 0 for 10. I'm not even kidding. Like, it's not even close. And Cordell Patterson, 10 plus targets. Yeah, literally run 10 plus screens to him so Desmond Ridder can just get the ball out of his hands. That's how they're going to win this game. Desmond Ridder getting the ball out of his hands quick. For this defense now, blow up the run, which probably could happen, and force Andy Dalton to make off-balance / pressure throws. He's just not really good there. It's never been a strong suit of his. And Grady Jarrett 5 plus TFLs, which is a lot, but you never know. It could happen. Let's get to the Saints. And now for the Saints offense, Chris Olave 5 plus targets. You got to get him the ball. You weren't able to last week. Probably the reason you lost 2 weeks ago. Probably the reason you lost. Jawan Johnson as well 5 plus targets. And for Alvin Kamara 15 plus touches. I'm not gonna overdo it. He just needs to get the ball. Saints defense, no explosive plays and play a lot of zone / shadow hides to make Desmond Ridder think or even overthink. Yeah. You just got to be a couple steps ahead with him, which is pretty easy against a quarterback who isn't exactly the greatest at processing. Just don't give him explosive plays as well. I think they have a good game. Let's get to the first national game preview. Jags are looking to pull off an upset in 2 out of their last 3 games. Can they do it? The answer's coming up next. The NFL on Fox in Week 15 is in Jacksonville. And from Jacksonville in Week 15, the NFL on Fox national game is the Cowboys at 10-3, who are looking to not have what happened last week happen. Of course, the Jaguars at 5-8. They're looking to pull off another upset. They dominated the Titans on the road last week. Can they do this again at home? Maybe. Games at 1 o'clock again on Fox Sports App, NFL Plus, other streaming services. Kevin Burkhardt, Greg Olsen, Aaron Andrews. I guess there's no Tom Rinaldi, probably because of the World Cup. Compass Media got Kevin Ray and Danny White on the call, and as well. Kirk Cousins just got tackled. They're making a crazy comeback, but game's probably over now. You never know. But in red, Kevin Burkhardt, Greg Olsen, obviously. It's going to like a scattered part of the country, most of it though. Overall, I guess. Obviously, it's a little skewed because of like 4 or 5 games, but most of the country's getting this game. It is the NFL on Fox, obviously. So I got there, guys. To get right to the Cowboys' projected starting lineup. And for the Cowboys, Dak at quarterback, Tony Pollard, Zeke in the backfield, Rico Dowdle is on IR. You got C.D. Lamb, Michael Gallup, receiver with Semi Falco on IR. Noah Brown is also there. Dolan Schultz, tight end. Jake Ferguson is out. Peyton Henderson is also there. Tyron Smith is there. Matt Wozakis, can't pronounce his on IR. Matt Frynick and Terrence Steele also both on IR. Connor McGovern, Tyler Biadasz, Zach Martin, and Jason Peters across the offensive line. DeMarcus Lawrence. George Thompson is questionable off the edge. Dante Fowler Jr., Sam Williams, Harris McKinley there. John Higgins is on IR. Oza Odigizua and Neville Gallimore at the defensive tackle spots with Anthony Barr, LVE, and Michael Parsons at linebacker. Devontae Bond, Devin Harper both on IR. Duran Bland, Kevin Joseph at the corner with Anthony Brown and Isaac Taylor Stu both on IR. T.J. Goodwin, of course, stream on date there as well. G-Ron Kurtz and Donovan Wilson both at safety with Brett Maher at kicker. Brian Anger at punter. Kevontae Turpin at returner. Matt Overton at long snapper. Jay McQuaid and Rico Dowdle both on IR. And now for Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence is questionable quarterback. C.J. Beathard will start if he can't go, but I do expect Trevor Lawrence to play. It's a toe injury. He'll probably play unless it's really freaking bad. Travis Etienne Jr., Jermichael Hasty both in the backfield. Christian Kirk, Zay Jones, Marvin Jones Jr., receiver. Willie Johnson's on IR. Calvin Ridley suspended, obviously. Evan Ingram, Chris Manners at tight end. Karen Robinson at left tackle. Tyler Shalley's there. Ben March is on IR. Luke Forner there in center. Brandon Scherf's questionable right guard. Cole Van Lannon will play if he can't. Jawan Taylor is at right tackles. Will Forenza, Fotokoski, Devon Hamilton, Roy Robertson Harris across the defensive line. Josh Allen, Trayvon Walker's questionable off the edge. Deshaun Dixon. And Caleb Von Chase and Shaquille Quarterman all there as well. Jordan Smith is on IR. Chad Malmo is questionable. Caleb Johnson will play if he can't. And of course, Floyd St. Lucan. Devin Boyd actually got benched, so maybe Chad Malmo won't play. Tyson Campbell, Montaric Brown, Chris Claybrook, Stephon Campbell there. Obviously, you got Darius Williams questionable, sitting Andrew Winger at strong safety. Shaquille Griffin is on IR as well. And you got Rashawn Jenkins and Anderson Cisco both at safety with Riley Patterson at kicker, Logan Cook at punter. Jamal Agnew is the returner, and Ross Matichik is the long snapper. Let's talk about the Cowboys. 200-plus rushing yards would be ideal, and now if they can't throw the football like they do, it could get ugly. And 30-plus points as well. That's a good day offensively. It's just not going to put the game in doubt. Cowboys defense don't give any big plays in scramble drill. I guarantee Trevor Lawrence will make plays, and Michael Parsons will with styles. He just got to have a bigger impact than he did last week. Now let's talk about Jacksonville. And for the Jags, okay, Trevor has to have under 30 pass attempts. I really do think so. You want to limit the amount of times you have to drop back. And 30-plus rushing attempts with Travis Etienne, which is absolutely, irate and insane. But I do think they're going to have to do that to win this game. And as well, they can't throw the football. They can't. They won't win. Jags defense 3-plus sacks and a pick six. Pick six won't happen, but 3-plus sacks absolutely could. That's all I got there, guys. Let's get to the second national game here in this Week 15 early regional/national window. Oh yeah, Detroit is heading into Zach Wilson's house. Obviously, this is a game the Jets desperately need to win. Same thing with the Lions. It's a huge battle on the NFL on CBS Week 15 doubleheader Game 1. And yep, Detroit heads into New York, or actually East Rutherford, New Jersey, to take on the Jets, who of course at 7-6, who have lost back-to-back games. 3 out of their last 4. They want to win this game. Well, they kind of need to as well. Games at 1 o'clock on CBS, NFL Plus, Paramount Plus, our streaming services. Of course, with it being the NFL on CBS doubleheader Game 1. it is on national television. Obviously, Detroit at 6 and 7 is there. You've got what is called Inigo, Charles Davis, Evan Washburn, A game. Obviously, their second team calling this game. Sports USA, Josh Apple, and Mark Carrier. As well, looking at the coverage map, not on Fox, on CBS. You've got actually, it's not going to most of the country. It's going to, like, I guess more populated spots. I really don't know. There's going to less of the country, but it is the A game. It's the Animal and CBS doubleheader game 1. All I got there, guys, is right to the Lions projected starting lineup. And for the Lions and Jets, Jared Goff, quarterback, DeAndre Swift, Jamal Williams is inactive, Justin Jackson's questionable, Craig Reynolds is on IR, Amon St. Brown, Quintus Cephas is on IR, DJ Shark, Trinity Benson is on IR, Josh Reynolds also receiver, Brock Wright at tight end, Jason Kamenda is questionable, fullback, Taylor Decker there, Jonah Jackson also there, Frank Ragnow is questionable, at center, Evan Brown is his backup, and maybe Logan Stenberg start, maybe Penei Sewell also there, Coyote Ojubizika, I can't pronounce it, is out, and Hobo Mike Devita is also on IR. Romeo Dobbs, Romeo Okoro, Josh Pascal, John Kaminsky, and Austin Bryant are across the defensive line with Charles Harris, Le'Veon Uzigri, Julian Okoro all on IR. Michael Brockers is out, Ali McNeil, Isaiah Bugs, both at defensive tackle. Malcolm Murray is out, Alexander Zaloni, Derek Barnes is out, and James Houston is also there. Will Harris, Jeff Okuda, Jerry Jacobs, Armani Oriara away at corner with Mike Hughes being questionable, Tracy Walker III. Bobby Price and Chase Lucas all on IR. Secondary, Kirby Joseph and Deshaun Elliott are both healthy. Their kicker is Michael Badgley, Jack Fox is their punter, Cleve Raymond is their punter returner, Justin Jackson is questionable, kick returner, and Scott Daly is their long snapper. And for New York, Zach Wilson will start. That's going to be a nightmare. Zonovan Knight and Michael Carter both in the backfield, though. Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, Denzel Mims, the receiver, Corey Davis, and Rodney Adams are both out. Tyler Conklin and C.J. Zama, tight end, Nick Bowden's on IR. Wayne Brown, Laken Tomlinson, Connor McGovern, Nate Hairbag, George Fant at cross defensive line. Cedric Ogunbiji, Elijah Vera, Tucker, Cedric Ogunbiji, again on IR. Greg Senna and Max Mitchell both out. Carl Lawson, John Franklin Myers, Michael Clemens, oh my god, Jermaine Johnson, oh my god, Dalvin Cook. Wait, is he gonna get in? Oh my, let's put it this way. The Vikings are a 2-point conversion away from, they're a 2-point conversion away from, completing the greatest comeback in NFL history in terms of, like, statistically. This is absolutely insane. But, yeah, sorry, I'm just watching the game while I'm doing this. But, yeah, Sean Reagans, Quinn Williams is questionable. Nathan Shepard is there as well. Alexander, C.J. Mosley, Quincy Williams are the linebackers. Sauce Carter, Michael Carter II, C.J. Reed, Brandon Nichols is out. Justin Hardy and Bryce Hall are the backups there. Jordan Whitehead, Jamarcus Jordan is questionable. Tony Adams is behind him. Greg Zerline is your kicker. Your punter is Braden Mann. Braxton Barrows is your returner. And Thomas Hennessy is your long snapper. Time for the keys of the game for this Week 15 interleague collision. And for the Lions offense, 10+ explosive plays, 20+ yards. That is a lot of big plays, but I do think they can do it. And DeAndre Swift, 15+ touches, 6+ targets is what they need to do with him. Jameson Williams, tunnel screens at least once. Try it, I guess. And Jared Goff cannot take a sack in this one. That will not be good if he does. It will kill the drive. Lions defense make the QB throw from the left side of the pocket. Being Zach Wilson, he just will suck. And continue the good, sustained tackling. That is huge. And no Garrett Wilson 40+ yards after catch in one play. That would be awesome if he's able to do that, but it won't happen. Time for the Jets. And for the Jets, 3+ passing yards from the QB, which is just not, it's just not going to happen. Oh, wait. Okay. That's just not going to happen, but it would be really cool if it did. And Zonovan Knight, 20+ touches. That also probably is not going to happen, but maybe it will. And 12+ shot, 12+ out of shotgun. That definitely won't happen. Whatever, Jets defense, good on good, win the battle in the trenches. Yep, it is the matchup of the week, in my opinion. Lions O-line versus Jets defensive line. Who will win? Probably will decide the game. That's all I got there, guys. Let's get into the Week 15 NFL late regional window. Here we go. And from Las Vegas, the 5-8 Las Vegas Raiders host the Patriots at 7-6, of course, now into this Week 15 NFL late regional window. And to say the least, the Patriots at 7-6, this is definitely a game they're going to want to win. They kind of need to. Raiders are basically out, though. They are out. Games at 4:05 on CBS, on Fox, my bad. 4:05 on Fox Sports App, Edible Plus, our streaming services for this game. Announcing it will be, what is it called? Kenny Albert, John Nuno, Shannon Big Show. It is a V game. ESPN Radio has Mark Scatzler, can't even pronounce it. Kirk Morrison on the call. NFL, when it comes to coverage map time, We've got it in green. It's in weird parts of the country, like Kansas City per se. Basically all the NFC West spots and AFC East spots. So yeah, all I got there for you guys. Let us get right to the Patriots projected starting lineup. And for the Patriots, Mac Jones at quarterback. Bailey Zappies is back, and Brian Hoyer is on IR. Monty Stevenson's questionable. Damian Harris is out. Pierce Strong Jr. in the backfield. Kobe Maris is questionable. Nelson Aguilar, Kendrick Bourne, Tyquan Thornton all there. Devontae Parker is out. Christian Wilkerson is on IR. Hunter John Smith tight end. Trent Brown is healthy. Isaiah Wynn is out. Those Gotti for Justice questionable. Cole Strange at left guard. David Andrews and Mike Conrado all healthy though. Isaiah Wynn of course is out. So Connor McDermott probably will start at right tackle. Jason Hines is in IR. Lawrence Guy, Devon Godshot, and DJ Wise Jr. there, of course. Christian Barmore on IR. Matthew Judon, Josh Uche, and Everett Jenkins off the edge. Jawan Bentley and Jelani Tavai at middle linebacker with Ronnie Perkins on IR. Jack Jones is questionable. Jalen Moses out. Miles Bryant. My bad. Sean Wade. And Marcus Jones and Jonathan Jones in the secondary. Kyle Duggar and the McCourty in the secondary. Juwan Williams and Cody Davis both on IR. Nick Folk is their kicker. Their punter is Michael Pilardi. Marcus Jones is the returner. Joe Cardona is questionable. Long snapper. Jake Bailey, of course, on IR. No, Quinn Ordine is out. And, of course, you have Ty Montgomery on IR. And for the Raiders, Derek Carter, quarterback. Josh Jacobs is questionable. Amir Abdullah is his backup. Of course, you got Devontae Adams, but Josh Jacobs is probably going to play. Mac Hollins and Keelan Cole, all receiver. Hunter Renfro's on IR. Foster Moreau. Jesper Horsted, tight end. Jared Moore still on IR. Jacob Johnson, a fullback. Colin Miller, Dylan Parham. Andre James, the receiver. Alex Bars is out. Leading UT behind him. Jermaine Alunor is questionable. Thayer Munford Jr. is his back. Of course, Brandon Parker is also there, but he's on IR. Justin Ron also on IR. And Jackson Barnes is questionable as well. Max Crosby's out. Jordan Jenkins is on IR. Andrew Billings is questionable. Jerry Tillery probably going to play if he can. Glenn Nichols and Chandler Jones also there. Kellen Farrell and Tayshon Bell are there. Backups. Luke Masterson. Divine Diablo is on IR. Denzel Perryman's questionable. Curtis Bolin is his backup. Mike Hauser also on IR. Darren Butler is healthy at sub linebacker, but of course, Shannon Brown is on IR. Rocky Seed is out. Sam Levin, Sidney Jones Jr., and Tyler Hall, and Nate Hobbs all there. Roderick Teamer, Trayvon Murray both at safety. Anthony Average on IR. Daniel Carlson, new kicker. AJ Cole is your punter. DJ Turner's punter. Your kicker turner is Amir Abdullah. Trent Sieg is your long snapper. Hunter Renfro is on IR. And for the Patriots offense, 25 plus points. They're going to have to score on this one for sure. 10 plus in the fourth quarter as well. That would be really nice to see. Mac Jones, 3 plus 40-yard pass plays. Got to be explosive. And really, a really long touchdown, 75 plus yards. Really just for momentum. Patriots defense have Jack Jones and Devontae. With help from Kyle Duggar and Jabril Peppers, they really need to help him out there. I do think Jack Jones is up to the task, but it will be a big problem if he doesn't have help. Make Josh Jacobs have to wait in the backfield. He did not like that whatsoever, and he did not look good with that whatsoever. So all I got there, guys. Let's get it over to the Raiders. And for this Raiders offense, get the ball to someone other than Devontae through the air and Josh Jacobs on the ground. I mean, that's really the reason they lost last week, let's be honest, other than the fact that their defense sucked. And for this defense, no debacle in the secondary and 30-70 balls. You got to win those. Like, it's literally a 30-70 ball. And under 15 points allowed. They got to play a dominant game. I think they can do it, though, because, again, the Patriots offense is pretty bad. Max Crosby needs some help from the interior. They're not getting any pressure there. I just need some penetration through attack from him. Jerry Tillery is really a way to do that. And Ken House with the worst game of the week. Cardinals, Broncos. This is my speed game. See how fast I can preview that one. And what is probably the worst game of the year at 4:05 on Fox Sports in the Week 15 NFL late regional window. Again, it's at 4:05 Fox NFL Plus our streaming services. Cardinals 4-9 are going to the Denver taking on 3-10 Broncos. Quarterbacks are obviously going to probably be Colt McCoy against Brett Rippon maybe. Announcing this game will be Chris Myers, Robert Smith, and Jen Hill. Probably only C game of the week. And we look at it. It's in orange, so Denver, part of Wyoming, part of Montana, and a very small part of these two states. I don't want to get into it, and of course Arizona as well. So I got there, guys. Let's get right to the Cardinals projected starting lineup. For Arizona, Colt McCoy quarterback, Kyler Murray's on IR, James Conner can't take room in the backfield. Daryl Williams is on IR. Of course, Marcus Brown is questionable. Antonio Wesley and Ronald Moore both on IR. DeAndre Hopkins, AJ Green, and Robbie Anderson and Greg Dortch, receiver, Trey McBride. Max Williams at tight end, of course, Josh Jones. Cody Ford, Billy Price, Max Garcia, Kelvin Beachum across the offensive line. DJ Humphries is on IR. Joshua Miles, Riley Hudson, Justin Pugh, Zach Ertz, and Will Hernandez are all on IR. Rashawn Coward is questionable as well. J.J. Watt, Lee Fotu there. Zach Allen is out. John Ledbetter there as well. Rashard Lawrence is on IR. Mishi Sanders, Dennis Gardeck, Cameron Thomas, and Marcus Golden off the edge. David Collins and Isaiah Simmons, our middle linebacker, Nick Vigil is also on IR. Brian Murphy is out. Marco Wilson's questionable statement to Tony Hamilton, Charles Washington, Christian Matthews, James Whitaker there as well. Jalen Thompson and Buda Baker both at safety. Matt Pryor is their kicker. Their punter is Andy Lee. Greg Dorsch is the returner. And Brewers on their live snapper, and Marlon Moore's on IR. Okay, for the Broncos, Chase Edmonds, KJ Hamler, Tim Patrick, Garrett Bowles, Lloyd Coshaver, Case Decker all on IR. Aaron Patrick, Christopher Allen, Jonas Griffin, Diego Martin, Caden Stearns, Ronald Darby, J.J. Jones are also there. Dakota Allen, J.J. Jones both questionable. Russell Wilson, Cortland Sutton, Kendall Hinton, and Rebecca's questionable, same thing with Dalton Reisner. But yeah, Cortland Sutton, Kendall Hinton, and Russell Wilson are all out. And you got Burt Urban starting with Latavius Murray, Mac both in backfield, Brandon Johnson, Jalen Virgil, and Jerry Jr. receiver, Greg Dulcich at tight end, Calvin Dark-Moran, Colin Anderson by Luke Wattenberg, Graham Glasgow, Quinn Miners, and Cameron Fleming at corner across the offensive line. And of course, you got Matt Hennessing, Mike Purcell, Deshaun Williams, Baron Browning, Nick Vidito, Alex Singleton, Josie Jewell, Randy Gregory, Jonathan Cooper, Patrick II, Clayton Williams, Ising Bassey, Demari Mathis, Justin Simmons, Kareem Jackson, all across the defense. And of course, you got Brendan McManus, Corliss Waitman, Montel Washington, Jacob Mamuel, Mitchell Farbani on IR. Okay, for the Cardinals offense, I don't know what the heck they're going to do. Maybe throw a deep hop. I really don't know. Cardinals defense, J.J. Watt, 5 sacks. Not going to happen because he's out with a pick 6, which probably won't happen either. Let's get to the Broncos. And for Denver, three TD drives from Russ. I really don't freaking know what the heck to say. Like, I guess they could do that again. Like, that's just what the heck. Broncos defense, you better pitch a shutter or at least get a no touchdown game. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, they're playing against a god-awful offense. They better win this game. They better not give up a touchdown. I'm not even kidding. Let's get to Titans Chargers. Here we go. And from SoFi Stadium, the Chargers at 7-6 look to win their second straight game. Yeah, they're facing off the 7-6 Titans who have lost 3 straight. And actually, they have 2-4 in their last 6, I think. Yeah, this is a game they absolutely need to win. Must win for both teams. 425 CBS, the NFL Plus, Paramount Plus, of course, streaming services. Of course, now getting in this Week 15 NFL late national window. Obviously, this game is the complement to the national game, though. Andrew Cannell, James Lofton, and Amanda Renner on the call. Compass Media, Troy Clardy, and Brian Baldinger are on call. And obviously, it is a C game. So we look at what is it called? We look at the coverage map. It's very, very small part of the country that's getting this game. Tennessee, SoCal, and south, I guess southwest part of Oregon. So what we got there for you guys. Let's get right to Titans projected starting lineup. And for the Titans, we got Ryan Tannehill, quarterback, Derrick Henry, Hassan Haskins in the backfield, Robert Woods, Racing McMath there, along with Nicholas Westbrook, and Nick Westbrook, and obviously you got Traylon Burks out. CJ Moore, Cody Hollister, Kyle Phillips, and Dontrell Hilliard all on IR. Taylor Romano and Jerome Jones all both on IR as well. Dennis Daly, Aaron Brewer, Maxon Jones, Nate Davis, and Nicholas Petit Ferrer across the offensive line. Jeffrey Simmons, tier charge, Marcus Walker at defensive tackle, of course. Defensive line with Danico Autry out. Budget Pre, Rashad Weaver, both off the edge. Harold Landry III is on IR as well. Deshaun Hand is also on IR. David Jr., Zach Cunningham, both on IR as well. Roger McCreary, Terrence Mitchell, Kel Farley's on IR. Elijah Mook also on IR. Trey Avery and Kirsten Mullen both out. Gray Maven, John Reid probably also there as well. Amon Hooker's out. Jonathan Caleb will start another game. Kevin Byard at free safety. Lonnie Johnson also on IR. Randy Bullock is their kicker. Their punters, Ryan Stonehouse. Their punter tuners, Robert Woods, Jonathan Hilliard. Their kicker tuners on IR. Hassan Haskins is their kicker tuner. Of course, Morgan Cox is their long snapper. Amani Hooker is out. Kyle Phillips, CJ Board, both on IR. Let's get right to the. Oh yeah, what's that? Is your Chargers projected starting line. And for the Chargers, Justin Herbert, quarterback, Austin Eckler, Joshua Kelly, and Isaiah Spiller in the backfield. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Joshua Palmer, receiver, Jalen Gay, and he's on IR. Gerald Everett, Trey McKinney at tight end, Donald Parham Jr. is on IR, Jennifer Horvath at fullback, Jameer Saylor, Matt Filer, Corey Lindsey, Zion Johnson, of course, Trey Pickens III is questionable, Foster Sterling is his backup, Isaac Weaver, Rashawn Slater, both on IR, Morgan Fox, Brady Foco there as well, Bryn Foco is there as well, Sebastian Joseph, questionable, Christian Covington, Odio Obadiah, I can't pronounce it, Austin Johnson, Forrest Murrell, all on IR, Joe Gaziano is there as well, Chris Rump is Andrew Tranquil along with Calvin O'Connell, Mack, Andrew, Derek Zaka, Joey Bosa is on IR, same with Damon Lloyd, J.C. Jackson's also on IR, Bryce Collins questionable, Jerome James Jr. is doubtful, so we will probably see J.T. Woods start. As well, having Michael Davis, Junior Saylor, Jasir Taylor, Sonny Samuel Jr., and Deane Leonard also there. This year, Adelaide, J.T. Woods again there as well. Cameron Dicker, J.K. Scott and Jared Carter, Josh Harris are basically your hosts for Team Media, and Dustin Hopkins is on IR. Let's talk some Tennessee. 35 plus points. They got to score in this one. They're going to have to score a lot. Derrick Henry, 200 plus rushing yards. He's got to have a massive day. Probably could be today. No turnovers. They won't win if they turn over the football. And Ryan Tannehill to have a better completion percentage than Justin Herbert. That could actually happen if Derrick Henry runs for 200, but it's only if that happens. Titans defense, force Justin to throw in tight windows. You don't want to have to give him those wide open deep balls. That gets really bad. No deep balls and 2 plus interceptions. Interceptions probably will happen because, again, Justin Herbert will probably get a little, let's say this, deep throw happy. Probably throw a couple picks. That's what we want to happen. Let's hit the Chargers. And now for the Chargers offense. It's time to air it out. Yep, Justin's. Yep, it is his time. See how many can do it. Austin Eckler's rhythm touches to keep the defense honest. That's what they want to do. That deep throw needs to get involved, though. It really does. Chargers defense, 11 men in the box to stop the king. I mean, like, if they don't do that, they will get, like, absolutely ran all over. See what they can do. They fit the run well. Maybe they have a shot, at least defensively. Let's get to the NFL on CBS. Here we go. In the NFL on CBS, Week 15 doubleheader Game 2 heads to Tampa. And, oh, my God, this game is going to be awful. Jesus Christ. In the NFL on CBS, doubleheader Game 2 brings us to Tampa, like I just said. But yeah, Bengals 9-4. They've won 5 in a row. They're looking to maybe knock off the Ravens. I don't know what happened, guys. It's like 5 o'clock for me. But yeah, who knows? Maybe they can become first in the division. But Bucs 6-7, obviously. They want to win this one because there's a team that's right on their butt, the Panthers. But yeah, they got dominated last week. They're looking to bounce back. Obviously, 425 CBS. Paramount Plus, NFL Plus are streaming services for this national game. Obviously, it's the game of the week on CBS, at least. Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, Tracy Wolfson, Sports USA, Larry Conn, and Steven Gostkowski. Obviously, coverage map, last one we'll do. Obviously, it's basically the whole country. Like, yeah, it's a national game. You can just see that from that. That's all I got there, guys, though. I hope you guys enjoy the game. Let's get right to the Bengals projected starting lineup. And for the Bengals, oh yeah, by the way, the greatest comeback in NFL history just happened. I kind of just made a video, but yeah, whatever. Joe Burrow is a quarterback for the Bengals. Joe Mixon, some ICP running back for Jamar Chase is there. Tegan Tyler, Boyd, Trent Taylor, all questionable. Trent Erlin and Stanley Morgan are all there as well. Heaters is out, though. Mitchell Wilcox and Devin Asiasi tight end. Drew Samples on IR. Jonah Williams, Gordon Volson, Ted Karras, Alex Kappa. Leo Collins, Carlos James, line. Ben Brown is out, is on IR. And yeah, he is out. Sam Hubbard, DJ Reader, Trey Hendrickson is out. That's really important. Joseph Osai, Cam Sample, Jeff Gunter are off the edge. Jolgan Wilson, Jermaine Prager, Kim Davis Gaither off the edge. In terms of the linebacking guys, Eli Apple's there, but Mike Hillen's out. Jalen Davis is doubtful. Alan George, Trey Flowers, and Cam Taylor Bennett all there. Von Bell. Jesse Bates III is at safety. Tyson Anderson is also on IR. Same thing with Chidobe Uze. Vernon Wilson again is out. Evan McPherson is their kicker. Their punter is your Chrisman. Tim Taylor, of course, being questionable. Tyler Boyd is also questionable, and Chris Evans is their kick returner. And Kyle Dominus is their long snapper with Clark Harris on. And for the Bucs, Tom Brady, quarterback, Leonard Fournette, Rashad White in the backfield, Micah Evans, Chris Godwin, receiver, Julio Jones is questionable. Russell Gage behind him, Kid Allen, Cameron Brate, tight end, Donovan Smith, Nick Leverett, Robert Ante, Shaq Mason, Tristan Wirfs is questionable. Josh Wells behind him. Ryan Jensen's on IR. Darren Waller's off IR, so he'll probably start. And Hunter Renfrow as well. Keep that in mind, guys. Yeah, just so you know. But yeah, Akeem Hicks is there. Vita Vea is out. Rakeem Roaches and William Wilson there as well. Joe Troy and Shuey is questionable. Carl Nassib is out. Jaron Wright Avery is also off the edge. So it's literally just kind of Anthony Nelson. Skill Bearing, Campbell are also on IR off the edge. Devin White and Lante David are both on at middle linebacker, and of course, Melton's out. Mike Edwards and Antonio Jr. both questionable. Sean Murphy-Bunting is also questionable. D. Delaney, Anthony Chelsea, Sam McCollum, Carlton Davis III, all there as well. Ryan Tuck is your kicker, your punters, Jacob Marder, Scotty Miller's punter, your kicker returners, Chad White, Zach Turner's a long snapper. Let's get right to the keys to the game for this one. And for the Bengals offense, 30-plus runs. Yeah, run the ball a good amount. Joe Burrow, more big plays. He hasn't really had a ton of that. Well, I'd like to see it. And 15-plus targets / touches for Jamar Chase. Get on the ball as much as you can. Bengals defense, kill the run game. That's just kind of simple against the Bucs. Pressure Tom, which will happen, and play press. Because again, the receivers really just suck right now. Mike Evans is playing awful. Okay, let's get over to the Bucs. All right, for the Bucs, play like you actually want to be out there. I don't really know what else to say. If they don't do that, they're not going to have really. They're probably going to shut out. Bucs defense, no leaking running backs out of the backfield. That really killed them last week. Make Joe Burrow earn his yards. Hard throws into tight windows over the middle and slash rushing yards. He has to get hard yards. The offense won't move as well as they would normally. That's all I got for the Bucs, guys. Let's get right to Sunday Night Football. Let's put it this way. The winner of this game has a lot better chance of making the playoffs. Giants Commanders, Sunday Night Football. Let's go. And on Sunday Night Football, the Giants and Commanders, both with 7-5-1 records, battled it out. Of course, the Giants have not won a game. I don't even know when. That last one was against the Texans. They're 1-4-1 in their last 6 after starting 6-1. This is a game they absolutely need to win. Commanders, same thing, but maybe not as much. But yeah, they're 7-5-1 as well. Big game for both teams. Obviously, it's Sunday Night Football, so it's 8:20 on NBC. NBC Sports app, probably on .com, NFL Plus, Peacock, our streaming service, of course, Universal as well. Announcing Sunday Night Football will be Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, the most Universal, Adrian Garcia Marquez, and Rolando Cantu, West Run, Ryan Radicke, and Mike Mayock, and Entervisions, Ricardo Seals, and Tony Nunez. That's all I got for Sunday Night Football info. Obviously, it's been a wild day. Let's get right to the Giants. And for the Giants, Daniel Jones, the quarterback, Saquon, Matt Breida, both in the backfield, Darius Slay, and Isaiah Hodgins versus James at receiver, Sterling Shepard, Wendell Robinson, and Colin Johnson all on IR. Daniel Bellinger's a questionable tight end. Nick Vanez is his backup. Chris Myrick is the fullback. Andrew Thomas, Ben Bredesen, John Feliciano, Mark Golinski, and Reverend Neal Carson line. Shane Lemieux out. Marcus McKeithen is on IR. Aziz Ojulari, Dexter Lawrence. Leonard Williams is questionable. Henry Mordo will play if he can't go as well. Nick Williams and D. Davidson both on IR. Kevon Thibodeau, Ocean Zimenez, Thomas Fox off the edge. Ellerson Smith and Darian Favors both on IR. Mike McFadden, Jalen Smith, both in middle linebacker. Adoree Jackson's out. Same thing with Xavier McKinney. Nick Cloud is questionable. Darnay Holmes, Cordell Flott, Tim Haven, Robert, Darius Williams, well there. Aaron Robinson also on IR. Julian Love, Dave Bellin will start. Graham Gano is their kicker. Jamie Gillen is their punter. Odell Jackson, of course, being out. And Richie James is there. And same with Marcus Johnson and Casey Kreider. And for the Commanders, Taylor Heineke, quarterback, Byron Robinson Jr., Antonio Gibson, and Jonathan Williams backfield. J.D. McKissick is on IR. Taylor McLaurin, John Dodson, Curtis Samuel, receiver. Cam Simmons is questionable. Logan Thomas, John Bates, tight end. Amari Rodgers is on IR. Tyler Larson and Chase Rulli are both on IR. Shaq Charles is out. Charles Leno Jr., Andrew Norwell, Wes Schweitzer, Trey Turner, Cornelius Lucas Ross on the offensive line. Chase Young is questionable, so James Villiers again will go if he can't. Anthony Albano also there with Montez Sweat. Darren Payne and as well Jonathan Allen and off there. Now he's also on IR. David Mayo, John Bostic, Cole Holcomb, Drew White both on IR. James Davis also there. Kendall Fuller, Terry Casper Tools is on IR. Bobby King, Christian Holmes, Ben Mercedes Justice questionable. So Rashad Wallace probably will be the backup there, and also Kareem. Cameron Curl and Derek Forrest in the secondary. Joey Sly is your kicker, punter, Stressway, Dax Mills your returner, and Cameron Cheeseman is your long. And for this Giants offense, Saquon has to finally have a good game. 100+ rushing yards, 5+ yards per carry. Not gonna lie, he's really sucked the past 6 games. He's got to play a lot better, and this is the one way to do it. Daniels has to find 3+ passing. Has to have 3+ passing touchdowns. If he throws 5 interceptions, 3+ touchdowns passing, I'll be really happy. He did this against Commanders back a couple years ago. Again, Commanders were a lot worse, but I really don't care. This is the game. He has to have a great game. Giants even stop getting bullied on the edge. Like, it's really bad. Like, you can't, because you have guys who can actually play well. Kevon Thibodeau has to shed blocks more consistently. He hasn't really been able to do that as much as I love Kevon Thibodeau. Something, again, yeah, he'll get better at as he gets older, but he for sure needs to he needs to do it definitely today. Let's get right to the Commanders. And for the Commanders offense, 0 turnovers or just please don't tie. Like, again, just don't tie. It would be awful. It's just stop. Commanders defense, under 100 rushing yards allowed. That's huge. If Saquon can't get going, that's really big. And it's the same thing with Daniel Jones. And Jonathan Allen, 3+ sacks. He needs to have a big game. That's 5+ CFLs as well, which I do think he'll get done. 1 forced fumble. Never know if that happens. And 4th down stuff. If he can do all that, Jonathan Allen has a really freaking good game. I think the Commanders have a good shot at winning. That's all I got for this Week 15 NFL Sunday preview keys of the game, guys. So all I got there, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Obviously, I got a game to watch. Obviously, being the Vikings and Colts. I'll get right back to you guys. Of course, that recap came out earlier for you guys. I'll get right to it, guys. See you in the next one. Hope you guys enjoy. Monday Night Football preview keys of the game comes out tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, right here on the Fun NFL YouTube channel. 3rd and 10 right here. They fake it to Edelman, and they swing it to White. White takes a block, still going, stays on his feet, and White will score!
Touchdown, New England, a 23-yard scamper for James White.
Great job with the motion going this way, then coming back in the opposite direction for the pass. And James White, once he catches, you've got to be patient, let your block